Stroll on, nav lights, steady, VHF up at 116. Man, that's going to be one hell of a climb. We're going to be running on fumes on the way back.
Welcome everybody to the first mission for the Huey helicopter, the UH-1H helicopter, the Elbrus Rescue, or what I like to refer to it as the Elbrus Climb.
You are cleared for rescue operation. Winds are 331 for 3 meters per second. Visibility poor at base altitude because of the heavy clouds, but clear above the 4,000 meters. Have a safe flight. Hope they're right about the weather up there being better than this.
Okay, now that I got all of their talking done for a while, we can talk a little bit about what's needed to get this mission done on your first try. I'm assuming that you've taken the training on how to take off and land on the helicopter. You've got a good idea of the instruments on the panel, and you've basically done some flying. So with this, it's a climb up to 18,500 feet. So what you need to do, and what I found works the best, is I set my horizontal speed to about 60 knots and kept my vertical climb, tried to keep my vertical climb in around 2,000 feet a minute an hour. I'm not sure what they rate that as. And that seemed to work really, really well. I seemed to get up past the 18,500 feet mark with really no trouble without getting a main rotor stall. Which took some practice, definitely crashed a few times getting up there. So that's my advice there. The only other thing I can think of for you right now is when you start out the game, check your fuel level. You'll notice that you are not carrying a full load of fuel. They are keeping the helicopter as light as possible to get up to that altitude. So when you get back after rescuing the first group, they're going to tell you to refuel. You're going to want to refuel, get as much fuel as you can. Don't do that. You want to get the about 18% fuel load for the helicopter, and that will get you back up to the summit to rescue the last set of guys and keep your weight down. All right, let's just keep the video going. coming in for the landing to pick up the first group. I've pitched the nose up a little bit to start slowing me down. I am still learning how to land this thing. I often overshoot my landing zones. So, you know, I'm still, like I said, I'm still trying to figure this out. So if you can see, my vertical drop right now is around 700 feet a minute. And my speed is down around, I think it's around 20. It's hard for me to see with this little screen while I'm recording this. Yeah, so I'm going to bring it around because I've already overshot my landing zone, and I'm going to try and rescue these guys. Now, when you do a tight turn like this, you're going to have to increase your lift, or you're going to drop like a rock, like that. So I definitely increased it a lot of lift so I wouldn't crash. And of course I'm going sideways, so now I'm going to apply a lot of left rudder just to kind of get my nose over and close in on these guys to give them a rescue. So I'm still trying to fly towards them. I'm pretty low here, as you can tell. Just easing close to them, and I'm like, okay, I'm close enough. I'm going to get this thing on the ground before I crash. And set it down. And now we'll just wait for these guys to load up. Okay, let's take this thing off now. We're heavy when we take off here. We can apply emergency power. On this one I don't. I'm probably only a couple of feet off the ground. I just need to get up over that lift, and then it's all downhill, and it's not a problem. So again, flying really low to the ground. Just want to get enough climb to get up and over this lip. And ease off on the left rudder pedal. Straighten out the helicopter there. We're over. A little bit up on the stick. Look at that left rudder pedals way down. Now we're going to ease up a little bit on it. A little bit more left rudder. Get that helicopter straight. There we go.
Heading back now.
Now we got lots of room to fly. Mountain's going down. We're going to start to set our helicopter for a descent. You can see I'm falling down now at about 2,000 feet a minute. And we're heading back. So pretty easy. The flight back is relatively easy compared to the flight there.
20 minutes to Hawaii.
Over here. Bring the oxygen. Oxygen. Take over chest compressions. Go. Go. Breathe. Breathe. Got him? Get him in that ambulance. Yeah. Yes, I got it. I got it.
I hope he pulls through. We need to refuel before going up again. Request refueling. Request rearming. Unable to comply. Refueling complete. Request refueling. Request rearming. Unable to comply. Refueling complete.
Okay, so what you just saw there is I was just doing the refuel on the helicopter, and I did it once, looked at my fuel gauge, and it looked like I had more fuel than I originally started the mission, so I didn't want to take too much fuel with me. I went back in, lowered my fuel amount, and of course the needle dropped, and it got closer to what we had originally. So I went with it, and then we took off. So the rest of this video I sped up again. This part's going about 3 times speed. We're just doing the climb again, back up, same parameters, keeping it roughly around 60 knots in a 2,000 foot per minute climb, because now we're going to go even higher up. We actually are going to reach the very peak as we go rescue the other group from the very, very top. Not much else to tell you. The Huey requires you to fly it at all times. You're constantly making tiny adjustments, keeping it level, keeping it where you want it to go. It's not like, your F-18 where you can literally let go of the joystick and it won't really do anything. You can't let go of the Huey. It will get out of control pretty quick, so you really do have to continually fly it. If you look down, I think I've got a little bit of left rudder pedal in there the whole time. Not a lot, just a little bit, just to keep it level and flying where I want it to fly. So yeah, the Huey is tremendous amounts of fun to fly. Lots of skill. I have a lot of respect for the guys who actually do it. I get to do it from the comfort of my office chair, and so when I crash I don't die, which is a bonus. So we're just going to go up and pick up the other bits, the other crash victims, and we'll be on our way back. All right, there's the last group. So what you're going to notice as I get closer, I need to slow down. So I'm going to flare the helicopter. I'm going to pull back on the stick, bring the nose up a little bit, and reduce my speed. And that's what's happening right now. Now, one thing I've discovered is when you do this, initially the helicopter is going to want to climb. It's going to want to go up. I don't know why. I'm thinking you're just turning horizontal momentum into vertical lift. So once you get that settled and you're still dropping, you're coming in. Now you can see I'm coming down at about 1,000 feet a minute. Now that freaks me out, I'll be honest with you. So I'm trying right now to control my descent. I'm trying to just ease it in. And of course I'm still not really gauging how high I am. You know, you're looking at so many things right now that I'm not even noticing my altitude, my radar altitude gauge, which is telling me I'm over 100 feet off the ground. So yeah, once again I overshoot the landing, so bring it around. And then I bring it around, I give it a hard right pedal, hard right rudder. You can hear the rotors, you know, make that sound. It's saying, whoa, 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 you need to give me more lift. So now I'm crushing it on the collective, getting the helicopter back up. And we're gonna skim across the ground here back to these guys. Another textbook landing by me, overshooting and sliding in, but whatever. I'm not gonna crash, which is a bonus. So I'm just gonna ease it down here. Boom, we're down. So, welcome to the top of Europe. Okay, so now these guys are gonna load up and we're gonna head back down the mountain. Alright, just about back at base. Be prepared for another one of my textbook landings as we come in. I'm just going to swing around. I still got some altitude to lose, so we're going to bring it around and come in for a nice landing. Wow. Nice for me. There's the base, hold it up. I'm just getting myself some distance before I make the turn in. The turn should help me drop a little bit of altitude as well. Okay, we got the turn. There we go, coming in. Flying the helicopter a little bit more. Watch my speed. I can sit around 40 knots. Get it down. And base. I've got my target. You think I'll make my target? I'm not putting my money on it. You can see I'm getting a rotor stall warning, and I came to almost stop it. One of the problems I'm having is gauging my vertical, my horizontal speed. You know, you don't want to. I'm finding that I'm going backwards. When I slow the helicopter down so much that all of a sudden I'm starting to go backwards. Of course, that's not what I want. So, still working on it, still practicing. I can at least land it without killing anybody. So, it's better, you know. Better than when I first started. It's definitely difficult. So, okay, so we're coming in. My descent rate's, I believe, above 1,000 feet per minute, so I'm still coming in pretty quick. And I think I'm gonna miss this one. Okay, well, if we're not gonna do that one, maybe we can do this one. Just keep dropping it. Oh, going backwards. So easy to do. So easy to do. Okay, just see if we can get some control of this. Hard on the left pedal. Move around, ease it back. Okay. Better control of the helicopter now. Ease it in. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Down. A bit more. We're almost there. We're almost down. Right. Walk. There. Down.
Welcome back.
Side.